Dave! Doc Hallen's been killed.
Doc Hallen, what happened?
It's over at his place. You gotta come now.
Oh, wait a minute, Steve. Tell us what happened.
Well, I'm trying to tell you. Now, this thing had killed the doc.
Well, what was it? Stop with it, kid.
Well, it's kind of like a mass that keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Every one of you watching this screen, look out. Because soon, very soon, the most horrifying monster menace ever conceived will be oozing into this theater. Two teenagers see it first, like a falling star from outer space.
Boy, that was close. Hey, come on. I want to see if I can find it.
An old man finds it, touches it, and this is the shocking result. From then on, there's no stopping the blob as it spreads from town to town. It's indestructible. It's indescribable. Nothing can stop it.
This town is in danger.
How can it be stopped? Mob hysteria sweeps one city. Before long, the nation, and then the world could fall before the blood-curdling threat of the Blob.
Starring Steve McQueen and a cast of exciting young people.
Brenner, McQueen, Coburn, Vaughn, Brunson, Buckholtz, Dexter, the Magnificent Seven.
We wish you to help us. There's this man, Calvera.
A thief. A murderer. He and his men, they steal our food. And then they leave us to starve. And he will do so until he is stopped.
Even 5 wouldn't give us too much trouble.
There won't be any trouble if you ride on.
Ride on? I'm going into the hills for the winter. Where am I going to get the food for my men?
Buy it or grow it.
Or maybe even work for it.
7. Somehow I don't think you've solved my problem.
We deal in lead, friend.
Solving your problems isn't our line.
Yul Brynner.
Anything wrong?
Turn that rig around and get it down the hill.
Steve McQueen.
Window. Curtain moved.
I'm not in a good position. Let him stick his neck out.
James Coburn.
Call it.
Robert Vaughn. Charles Brunson. Horst Buckholtz. Brad Dexter. 7 magnificent men in one magnificent motion picture. The Magnificent Seven. Eli Wallach as Calvera, the bandit.
Guns, ammunition. You know how much money that costs? Huh? Huh?
He had a town at his mercy. And the Magnificent Seven at his throat. 7 who fought like 700. The Magnificent Seven.
Love is crazy, love is wild. They've learned to put a man in orbit, make a landing in outer space. A boy and girl can go in orbit just by standing face to face. You don't need launching pads to shoot up to the sky. Whoopsie daisy, love is crazy. Those electronic brains all give the same reply. Love is crazy, love is mad. The men at college with knowledge could never understand why love is crazy but grand. Crazy, love is mad. The men at college with knowledge could never understand why love is crazy, love is crazy, love is crazy. But grand.
This was the moment and place of decision during World War II. This was the Nazi Siegfried Line, the greatest arsenal of offensive and defensive strength the world had ever known. Facing it on one sector where a full company might not have had enough firepower, a single squad of GIs was given the job of holding the line.
My room is here, in the back.
Pike, if they make a push, we're dead.
I can imagine what's gonna happen to us when those crowds discover there ain't nobody over here but us campfire girls.
The company pulled out last night. Be gone a day, maybe two.
You mean to tell me the six of us have to hold this section all by ourselves?
That's about it.
But I told you to stay away from her.
I took him up, kill crowds. If you're gonna hold a gun that way, make sure the safety is on.
The safety?
Yeah, that little lever there, you just pull it. Not the...
And you're gonna carry out orders, my orders, you got that?
You wave that finger in my face once more and I'm gonna take your head off.
I'm gonna give you that chance, mister. As soon as this is over, I'll square off with you anytime.
Some men love war, the way others love women. This is the story of both kinds.
There's only two things that mean anything to me, flying and women.
In that order?
In any order, or both together.
So you're enjoying the war?
I like my work.
Work?
Lady, I belong to the most destructive group of men the world has ever known. That's my work.
of young warriors takes to the sky. Those who return from the mission for today set their sights on the target for tonight.
You ever try to score with a girl in the air?
No. But I tried it underwater once. And I nearly drowned.
Louis Baker and I sneaked a plane out one night. We had 2 girls. Took them up to 10,000 feet, put on the automatic pilot, and whammo.
Don't you think it's time you told me your first name? Have you ever been in love, Captain?
In wartime, you don't fall in love. You make love, you know what I mean?
That's all right for the men. What about the women?
Wartime, when young lovers have no time for everyday morality.
That guy who was in love with you,
Which one?
was there more than one?
Well, there's only one now, darling.
Wartime, a time when wild revelry is the order of the night.
Okay, come on, boys. You're all mine.
Leave Daphne out of this.
I have so far, but maybe now I'll have to move in.
What makes you think you can?
Want me to try?
You can't make love. You're twisted. You can only make hate.
Pilot and co-pilot. In the skies, it's the enemy. On the ground, it's each other.
Yeah, pretty good bowling. Keep it up. Someday you'll be in my class.
If anything's happened to Daphne, I'll kill you.
They got Emmett.
Put 500 prisoners of war in a maximum security camp. Give them sports, recreation, gardening, classes, and what's the only thing they think about? Escape.
Give up your hopeless attempts to escape.
We're going to devote our energies to sports and gardening, all the cultural pursuits. Meanwhile, we dig. How many are you taking out?
250.
250?
The Germans put all their rotten eggs in one barbed wire basket, and they hatched the most ingenious escape plan in the history of war.
Sedgwick, manufacturer. Griff, as I said, Taylor. Nimon Hames, diversions.
Which one's a forgery?
Both are. It is the sworn duty of all officers to try to escape.
There will be no escapes from this camp.
Oh, my God, they found Tom.
Hold on to yourself, Bartlett. You're 20 feet short. The hole is right here in the open. The guard is between us and the lights.
The great escape from a barbed wire camp to a barbed wire country. No tools, no clothes, no credentials, no way out. Yet they made the great escape.
I could fall in love with the proper stranger if I heard the bells and the banjos ring.
That's what love is. Bells and banjos playing. How they brainwash you. And here I spend my whole life like a nut, waiting for what? A stranger.
Listen, it's possible.
Don't tell me you believe that.
Well, it's a known chemical fact. Some people, you just have to look at them. It's kind of kicky. Other people, chopped liver.
Hi. Come on in.
Hi. Man, do you look wild.
Thank you.
No, I mean it. I really mean it. You look like a woman.
How can you manage to make even a compliment sound like a slap in the face?
Well, what did I say? You look like a woman. I apologize. Excuse me. You look like a man.
We had a long talk, and he came to me like a man, and he's willing to marry.
Sit down. The both of you. Do you want to get married?
Well, who wants to get married?
You mean, even though you don't want to marry me, you're willing to do it anyway?
Well, I'm just as much to blame as you are. More. It was my fault, the whole thing, and I'm willing to take my medicine.
And I'm the medicine, right?
I just don't know what it is. Well, all you have to do is just look at me and...
I've got a man who wants to get married, and he wants to get married to me. And if I don't hear the bells and the banjos ringing every time I look at him, then I can just live without the bells and the banjos. Because I sure don't hear them when I look at you either.
Now, wait.
No, get away from me. Just get away from me, please. Now, I never want to see you again. Get out. Go. I mean it. Go. Go where the wind blows you.
Hey! Hey, come on, Angie. Let me in, will you?
Somehow he always makes trouble. Somehow the girl is always there.
Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
Hey, partner, just a minute.
This one followed him clear across Texas. Almost.
It was love at first sight, I guess.
Yes, he was trouble. Like he wants to love every woman and fight every man he comes across. He was trouble for Miss Kate, the lady who raised him from a front porch foundling.
I'm not gonna quit my music. Do you hear that, old lady? I'm not gonna quit my music.
He was trouble for the man nearest to a father he ever had.
Henry, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble if you'll just go on and go to school. The sheriff will make you anyway.
But he can't make me.
You're on parole, Henry. Now, you take my advice. Stay out of these places. Go on to school.
No, sir, I'm not gonna do it. And I'll tell the sheriff that.
He was trouble even for his best friend. Seems like the more he gets into trouble, the more he gets under her skin. Until you want to ask, what's he going to do to her now?
Henry, what's the matter?
I dreamt I was back in the pen.
Yeah, baby, the rain must fall. Baby, the wind must blow. Wherever my heart leads me, baby, I must go. Baby, I must go.
In a world where everything is left to chance, men and women will gamble on anything.
25 and 20? That's right!
He's got it! He's got it!
Raise $3,000.
Stay right where you are.
Women are a universal problem.
Can't live with them and can't live without them.
Prosperity for everybody.
Gut money.
There's no limit. No fix.
It's that Three River gambling man, the Cincinnati Kid.
The Cincinnati Kid.
The Cincinnati Kid.
Cincinnati Kid. Cincinnati Kid.
Cincinnati Kid. Cincinnati Kid. Cincinnati Kid. Cincinnati Kid.
The Cincinnati Kid. His luck is a temptation to every woman.
I hope you lose.
And his luck is a challenge to every gambling man.
I don't need marked cards to beat you, pal.
Down the river to New Orleans, where the kid found excitement enough to satisfy even his adventurous spirit. Here he fought his way up to the big time, aided and abetted by his pal, the shooter.
You shooter, man. You've been dealing me cards for an hour.
Like hell,
And finally, to challenge the supremacy of the king of gamblers.
My pleasure, ladyfingers.
The man himself. You've been scared of the kid.
Should I be?
Hey, kid! He's here!
Damn right. Possible straight flush.
There's always a younger man waiting to take over.
$3,000.
He's got the jack of diamonds. No.
Bluffing him.
Sure he is. The kid's got him.
Add to the game. I'll be the man.
I know.
Christian was the girl who really loved the kid.
Hey, what the hell are you going to Frenchie movies for anyway?
Shooter's wife wanted to go.
Melba.
Melba.
Since when are you hanging with Melba?
Melba. Always willing to gamble with someone else's life.
Yeah, she's a fun girl.
Do you, have to cheat at everything?
And the Cincinnati Kid. Lucky at love as well as at cards. Until one night, he pushed his luck too far.
See you later.
The voice of Ray Charles.
The Cincinnati Kid. I mean the Cincinnati Kid. Whoa, whoa, the Cincinnati Kid. Whoa, the Cincinnati Kid. Yeah, the Cincinnati Kid.
Cowboy, killer, and much, much more. Nevada Smith, now a name, soon a legend. Bank robber, convict, and much, much more. Josephine Levine presents... Who are you? Smith. Nevada Smith. Steve McQueen as Nevada Smith. Gambler, gunfighter, and much, much more.
Are you a friend of Jessica's?
I'm the one who killed him.
Any man that could take Jessica with a knife had to be some man.
Some men kill because they have to, and some because they like to. It takes both kinds to make a story as savage and sensational as Nevada Smith. Color, Panavision.
Robert Wise, whose West Side Story won the Academy Award for Best Picture, Best Direction, whose Sound of Music won the Academy Award for Best Picture, Best Direction. Robert Wise, two-time Academy Award-winning producer-director, now crosses half the globe to the heart of the Far East to turn his camera on a completely new vista, the exciting world of adventure. You are there, sharing the enormous emotional impact of Richard McKenna's prize-winning bestseller.
Shoot some!
You share the incredible adventures of these powerful, deeply human characters whose courage became a legend in this fabulous land.
We're mixing our lives together, Maylie. We'll never be able to unmix them again.
You are swept along with them from China's ancient rice paddies to Shanghai's teeming bund, from the bandits of Tung-Ting Lake and the Yangtze River to the pleasure haunts of Hankow and the seamy hideaways of Changsha. The camera has never captured such visual excitement, such a vast revealing spectacle of the Orient, of an American gunboat patrolling its troubled waters, and of the handful of strangers caught up in its intrigue.
He is a murderer! He killed the Chinese woman who was carrying his child!
Steve McQueen as Jake Holman, the young, restless outsider. And Candace Bergen as Shirley Eckert, who understood this land she loved, but not the man she wanted.
It ain't gonna work, Shirley.
Why? It's good up there, Jake. It can be a good life.
Richard Attenborough as Frenchie, tough, hardened, but capable of the heights of tenderness. And Marriott Andriani as Maylie, the haunting beauty of many pleasures. Prize for the highest bidder.
I'll do what you want. You bought me.
I didn't buy you. I don't want it to be like that between us.
And Richard Crenna as the captain, whose tiny gunboat held their lives and their loves in the balance as it suddenly achieved world importance.
We will make one last savage thrust deep into China. And if San Pablo dies, she dies clean.
Years in preparation and production. A continent in revolt as its locale. Thousands upon thousands in its cast. Here is the master of the art of filmmaking, Robert Wise, at his best. Here is an unparalleled emotional experience.